So I'm sharing my screen. Let me know once you're able to see it.
Yeah, I can see your
Okay. Hello. Good morning.
screen.
My name is Chandrasekhar. So I'm currently working as a senior data analyst in a company called KPA Partners. So I'm working for Seniors Health. That's my client, and I have overall 14 years of experience. And I have experience in Power BI, Power App, Power Automate, VBA, SQL, and also in Databricks. Okay. So that's my introduction. So today I'll be walking you through the features of Power Apps and Power Automate. And before we begin, do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. Okay. So first, let's understand the Power Platform products. So uh, these are the products available under Microsoft Power Platform products category. So if you see the Power Apps, Power Automate, Power BI, Power Pages, these all comes under Power Platform products. And if you see the picture, so all the products supports Copilot. So you know Copilot, right? Where you can take advantage of AI builder capabilities to do your task or generate some suggestion, uh, and the Copilot supports Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, Power Pages, and Copilot Studio. So generally, the Copilot Studio mainly is using for to build uh, virtual agents. Okay, and all these have these functions supported by PowerFX and Dataverse connectors and AI builders, and all these things you can manage under managed environments, where you can control identity, security, where you can grant access to the users, everything. So everything will be controlled in Azure Active Directory, okay, which is now called as Entra ID. Okay, so let me move to the next section. So we are going to discuss about the Power Platform capabilities. So the A Builder, connectors, Microsoft Dataverse, PowerFX, and environments. These are the main Power Platform capabilities. So we are going to look one by one. So when it comes to the AI builder, so the Power Up components has two kinds of AI builders. One is pre-built AI builders, AI models, which is already readily available, where you can use it and do your stuff. Another one is custom AI models, where you need to build and train. So, for example, the pre-built models are like a business card reader, test recognizer, text translators, or receipt processor, which are the currently available AI builders under the pre-built model. And when it comes to the custom AI models, so you have two uh, models. One is form processor, another one is object detector. The form processor is nothing but a when you upload a photo or a text, it will try to extract the contents text based on your trained AI model. However you trained, so it works based on the trained AI model. And next one is object detector. So it's very simple. So if you want to identify a photo or a picture, so it will identify those things. So it works based on your AI thing. So how you train the model. Okay, if you train for identifying cats, it will identify only cats. If you train models to identify only the flowers, then it will try to expect flower pictures and it will try to identify. Okay, so let me show you the few AI models. So this is the Power App screen. Okay, let me go to the home. So this is the Power App screen. This is how it looks. So when you click on the more, you will see a lot of options,
Uh,
and you need. Mhm.
Sorry to interrupt. I can't see another screen. I can only see the PPT.
Sorry, I'm not able to hear you properly.
You able to hear me properly now?
Your voice is breaking.
Okay, let me think. Uh, is it better now? My voice is better now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying I cannot see the another screen. I can only see the PPT.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let me reshare it. So let me know once you're able to see it.
Yeah, I can see the screen now.
You can see the Power App screen.
Yes, I can see the camera.
Okay. So okay, this is the Power App screen. So where you can create Power Apps, where you can create flow, where you can create tables, where you can create solution, and when it comes to the uh, AI models, you can find the AI models under the AI hub. Okay, you need to click on the AI hub. So if you see here, we have three categories: prompts, AI models, and documentation. So click on the AI models. So it will take you to this screen where you can see all the AI models. So if you see, some of them are labeled as custom model, some of them are pre-built model. So custom models, which is nothing but you can train and you can use it for your project or your however you want. Pre-built models are it's already pre-built where you can use it like a ready-made tool. Okay, so currently we have around 18 to 20 models, but in order to use this we need to purchase a premium license. So these are all comes under premium license category. Okay, these are all premium components. Okay, so okay, so next, and we have a connectors. So basically the connectors are mainly used to connect different products. Suppose if you want to get data from Excel, you need to use Excel connector. If you want to get data from SQL, you need to use SQL connectors. So like that, we have around 900 connectors, and it is mainly categorized as two types: standard connectors and premium connectors. So the standard connectors are free connectors. It's available in all license, free license and the premium license, whereas premium connectors available only for the premium license. So some of the premium connectors like SQL connector or Monkey Survey connector. So those are I mean Salesforce, Amazon. So these are all comes under premium connectors. You need to buy a premium license in order to use the premium connectors. Okay, and under this link you could find all the connectors details. So and you could find the I mean you could find the guideline, everything. Okay, so any questions? Okay, and so you can find all the connectors uh, in connections. So you need to click on the more and click on connections. So when you click on new connections, so you will find all the connection details. So you can connect to SharePoint, Microsoft Entra ID, Excel, OneDrive, so approval, Office 365 users, so everything. So you see that wherever it's a premium connectors, it's labeled as premium. Otherwise, if it is not labeled as premium, then it's available for all the users. Okay. So any questions? Okay. Let's move to next feature called Microsoft Dataverse. So this Microsoft Dataverse is nothing but it's a cloud-based data storage. Okay, it is available within the Power Platform. So it's nothing but a tables basically, and this you can integrate with all the Microsoft Power Platform tools. The main key feature of of the dataverse is relational database capabilities, where you can build relation between two tables, and its inbuilt security and compliance. So since it's available within the Power Platform, so it is very difficult to expose outside of the Power Platform products. And it's also supports standard. It has a tables, but it has some standard tables, and also you can create a custom tables as well. And it supports relationship like a one to one, one to many, many to one, many to many, all the kind of relationship it supports. And you can build data modeling, and you can import and export data. For example, you can import data from Excel and other sources as well as. And it also provides role-based security, where you can create security roles and user permissions. Okay, any questions? Okay. Okay, let's move to the next section called Power of FX. Power FX is nothing but a power functions. It is a fundamental language. It is the foundational language for building Power Platform products. So if you want to build a Canvas app or model-driven app, or if you want to use any functions in Power Platform, you can use Power Functions. Okay, and uh, as I said, it's available throughout the Microsoft Power Platform. Okay, and it is also available in Power Apps, Microsoft Dataverse, and Copilot Studio. So we can take help of Copilot Studio to develop the Power functions. And okay, any questions?
This Copilot Studio, does it also have any licensing or whatever license which we will buy for Power platform, it will apply for the same?
Yeah, single license work for all the Power Platform products, Power Apps, and Power Automate, and even Power Pages, Virtual Agent, everything. It works for same license. So, but you need to make sure that which license you're buying. Some license as provide basic functions. Some license provide all the features like a builder, Copilot Studio, everything. So, but we need to make sure that which license we are purchasing.
Okay,
But
so
single license works for all the products.
okay, even with the Copilot Studio.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. And some of the examples are patch functions. These are the some of the power functions: patch, if, for all, notify. So patch functions mainly used to store or modify the record in a data source. For example, you're connected to SQL database, you want to insert a row in SQL database. So you can take help of patch functions to insert a row, or if you want to modify or update the existing row, you can take help of patch function. So if condition, it's a general condition, right? It works same as Excel function. And for all, it's mainly using for the loop. For example, if you want to loop through a collection, and you want to do some customization, or you want to do some modification to the data, you could take help of for all. And notify mainly notification purpose. So whenever user saves the record, you want to display something in the top, you can take help of notify function. In Android word, in Android word, it's called as toast. Yeah. Uh, so notified serves some basic purpose. So apart from that, we have so many functions available. Yeah, these are the main functions we'll be using in the Power Apps or Power Platform.
okay,
Okay, so next is environment. So environments are nothing but it's a storage where we store, manage, and share our organization and business data. and apps flows everything. So basically it's a container. Okay, if you see this picture, the middle guy has access to all three environments, and if you see the right guy, he has only access to the orange Qantas Australia environment, whereas the left guy has access only the Contoso USA environment. So environment also used for deployments, like uh, like you can deploy app in dev, and you can move it to test for testing purpose. When everything looks good, then you can move to prod. Just like any other tools, how we deploy from one stage to another stage, so same way you can we can deploy here as well.
Mhm.
Okay, so let me show you the environment. So currently I have two environments. So one is default environment, another one is I have created one more environment for my Power Pages development. So uh, yeah, likewise you could create a dev UAT and a prod environment, and you could grant access to the environment to the users where they can only see the data or apps in that particular environment.
Mm. Yes.
Okay, so next, when it comes to the Power App, so what is Power App? The a Power App is nothing but it's a suite of apps where you can design build your business app from a canvas in Microsoft Power Apps without writing a code. I mean, you don't need to write any code. It's a low code no code tool basically. Okay, and it also provides services, and it also provides connectors. Okay, and it also provides data capabilities, like it has inbuilt dataverse table, so where you can take leverage of existing tables, so you no need to create a new tables. If it is already available, you could straight away you could use it and perform your you can build your apps. Or if you want to build your custom table, you can also do that. Or if you want to get data, if you want to connect data from different uh, sources like SQL, Amazon, you could also do that. Okay, so when it comes to the Power Apps, there are mainly uh, we- uh, two types of Power Apps we can create. One is Canvas app, another one is model driven apps. Okay, Canvas app is nothing but it's a where you can design and build a business app. So it's more user friendly, so you can design however you want. So it just you no need to use any traditional programming like C sharp, Java, or React, anything. So it's just a drag and drop tool. Only thing is you need to use Power FX functions. Okay, and the model driven app is nothing but it's a process driven app. For example, if you're onboarding a person, so the person has to go through a lot of steps, right? He has to get the uh, uh, he needs to go from HR to admin to the business related teams. So it involves some steps, right? He has to, I mean, the first he has the account has to create, then he has to get a laptop, then he has to get a business account. Everything could be done by using model driven apps. Okay, it's called a process driven apps. So it's suitable for when you have an established process, you could take help of model driven apps to build the applications. Okay, and the mainly we are using uh, uh, Power App Studio to design, build, and manage Canvas app. It's a standalone tool where you could download from official website and install it, and you can build it. Otherwise, if you don't want to do installing a tool, you could do same thing in Power Apps portal. This is the link. So basically, this is the Power App environment, right? So where you can go click on create, or you can like click on blank app, So you can design, here you can select the app types, so based on your requirement. You could do same thing in the standalone tool as well. Okay. And we have a visual, we can take help of Visual Studio Code also for more advanced customization. Suppose if you want to build a Power Apps component framework, uh, that's called a PCF, you could use the Visual Studio Code. Okay, it's a more advanced component. Generally, I mean, company doesn't prefer building a customizable component framework. They always suggest to use the readily available tools, readily available controls or framework within the Power App. Okay. So okay, okay. So let me go to the next section. So next is Power Automate. So the the Power Automate mainly allows you to optimize your business process, and if you have any repetitive task, you can create a Power Automate flow to uh, to automate the repetitive task. Okay, suppose if you are granting a user access to a particular folder or to a particular uh, groups, let's say Azure group, resource group, you could take help of Power Automate. So you no need to manually grant access to the user. You could build a Power Automate flow, and the Power Automate flow does work for you. Okay. And there are two types of flow. One is cloud flow and another one is desktop flow. Cloud flow is nothing but mainly we are using for automate task or process across cloud based and on premise applications. Okay. So let me show you the Power Automate. So okay, this is the Power Automate page, and you could see template. Sorry, you can see template. So where you could use if you want to build any task, so you could take help of template. So you no need to build from scratch. Already it's already developed. You could you could use this and you could modify it. And if you want to build from scratch, we have different options. We have automated cloud flow, instant cloud flow, and scheduled cloud flow, and descriptive design. It comes under AI and desktop flow and process mining as well. Okay. So when it comes to automate flow, which is nothing but it triggers automatically when a specific event occurs. For example, any new record added in your SharePoint list. So then we want to send a mail to the users. We could use automate flows. Or you want to send a mail when a file is uploaded to SharePoint folder, a particular folder. You could take help of automated flow. And the next one is instant flow. Instant flow is nothing but a you need to manually trigger a flow. Okay, for example, if you want to send a notification or if you want to refresh a Power BI data set by clicking, by building instant flow, you could refresh Power BI data set. So where we'll have a button in the Power BI application, so user has to click that button to in order to work the instant flow. Okay. Any questions?
Okay.
Okay, and we have schedule flow. So schedule flow you can run at a specific time or interval. For example, if you want to extract a database daily at 10 p.m., you can schedule a flow. Or if you want to do some task at a particular time, you could take help of schedule flows. It runs at specified time, date and time. Okay, next one is desktop flows. Okay, it is also mainly using for automate repetitive task on your desktop or your web application. For example, if you want to get data from your Excel file which is located in your C drive, you could take help of desktop flow. Or if you want to do uh, extract information, or if you want to open a browser application or a browser tab, particular browser tab, you could take help of desktop flows. Okay, and under the desktop flow, there are two types: attended flows and unattended flows. So attended flows, nothing but it requires user interaction to initiate uh, or during the execution. For example, automate form filling. Okay, so when you automate a form filling, but it requires some user input to start. Okay, when it comes to the unattended flows, so you could run entirely in the background without user intervention, without user need. For example, if you want to extract some data from a legacy system, or if you want to extract or update records from data was stable, you could use unattended flows where it doesn't require any help or any input.
Mhm.
Okay, so we are using Power Automate Desktop. So Power Automate Desktop mainly using for desktop flows, and we're using Power Automate Web Portal. If you're building cloud flows, you could use you can build it in Power Automate Web Portal. Okay, this is the web portal, Power Automate Web Portal. Okay, so you have any questions? So before I'll go for a demo, simple demo.
No, I think I'm okay.
Okay. So okay, let me show you. Okay. So I have created a simple employee details form. In the background, it's connected to SharePoint list. Okay, this is the SharePoint list I have connected. The Power App is connected. Okay. So I want to store this information. Example: title, name, age, date of joining, and department. Say data manager name,
So this
trigger,
is a Canvas app
age.
or a model driven app?
It's a canvas app. It's a canvas app. Okay. So here I have used simple form.
Mhm.
Okay. And let me say my joining date is December 1st and department is ID. So whenever I insert a record, I need to send a mail as well. Okay. So in the back end, okay, so this form saves data into the SharePoint, and I have created a one more flow. Okay, let me show that flow. It's called SharePoint list tracker. Okay, so I have used action called when item is created. So it's a automated flow. So you don't need any user intervention. So whenever it finds an item is created under this particular SharePoint list called employee list, then it sends a mail with the with this information, with the basic information. Okay. As soon as I hit save button, the record this record will save in SharePoint list, and also I will get a mail. Okay, let me click save. Okay, and if you see it, it is also send notification saying the record was saved successfully.
Mhm.
And I'll go to the Power App SharePoint list. When I hit refresh, I should see the record here. See, I see the record here, and if I go when I go to the Power Automate, okay, so let me open Outlook. See, I got a mail. So saying that hello, new item has been created and find the details below. And this is the details I have entered. Title is data manager, name Chandrasekhar, department ID, IT. So you could see the same thing here, and you could see the run as well under the all runs. See, it was run on 8:43 a.m. Around 9. It took around 9:44 milliseconds, less than a second, and you could see the status as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean this is one of the example, simple example, but you could integrate Power BI with the Power App and Power Automate as well, and we could build complex applications. Um, for example, so Power BI doesn't support write back options, right? So you can't write back data from Power BI to SQL or SharePoint. So in that case, you could take help of Power App and build a Power App, and Power App helps you to save data into SharePoint or SQL Server. So that's how we could achieve write back in the Power BI.
Can you come again? Sorry, I lost.
Okay, so the Power BI doesn't have write back option, right? So where you can only see the data or do some kind of analysis, but it doesn't have write back options. You
Mm-hmm.
can't write back data to the SQL or SharePoint or any other data source. So in
Mm-hmm.
that case, you could the Power BI as a okay. Let me show you very quickly. So if you see, it has. Can you see the Power App? Sorry, Power BI screen.
No.
No. Okay. What happened? Okay. Can you see the Power
Yeah.
BI? Yeah. Okay. So if you see, it has a component called visualization called Power Apps. So where you can connect to the Power App and build a form, and where the form or the Canvas app help you to save the data into data source. It can be SharePoint or SQL. Okay, so before that we need to get the data, and uh, we need to choose the required data, where which data we want to store it in a SQL or SharePoint. But I'm just showing which component helps you to write back data from Power BI to Power. I mean data source. Yeah,
Uh,
and you could also use Power Automate within the Power BI. So yeah, so this could help you to build a Power Automate flow, or if you have existing Power Automate flow which is already built, then you could use it here. Depends upon your requirement and purpose.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any questions?
No.
Okay. Hi Lalit, are you there?
Yes, Chandra.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I just finished the demo and I showed the simple Power App piece and the Power Automate flow as well.
okay. Kanika, do you have any queries now?
No, no. I have asked whatever I had. So, yeah, thank you.
Okay, then, yeah. Thank you, Chandra.
Thank you, Lalit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's
Bye.
only.
Dropping off. Thank you.
Yes, yeah. I'll connect with you.
Very much.